The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Cards and the Broncos. All that and more coming up next.
We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's in Power Field at Mile High here in Denver. After this, the games count for real. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, back in the day, it was 6 preseason games, then 4, now 3. So here we are. This one, the last tune-up before the regular season gets going.
Yeah, and I know it's easy to start looking ahead to the regular season, and of course there's an excitement that comes when the games get real, but for so many players on these rosters, this is where careers and opportunities are made. I know from talking to these coaches.
Final dress rehearsal before the regular season gets started in a couple of weeks' time. And off we go here in the NFL preseason finale. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cardinals come out. They're led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray, first overall pick in 2019. Wows you with those highlight plays over the years. Off the injury, Greg, the Cardinals quarterback, is once again the exciting Kyler Murray.
I just love watching Kyler Murray play quarterback, Mike, because it just reminds you that they come in all shapes and sizes. I mean, to be this small, but this fast and have that much arm talent, you just don't see that combination very often, let alone in the NFL. But we are now more than a year removed from that knee injury. I think he's ready to prove that he was worth that #1 overall pick just a few seasons ago, and he considers himself one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL now that he's fully healthy again.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, Murray. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
3rd down is the down that pass rushers live for. More often than not, they know it's a passing situation, and they get to just pin their ears back and go. Here early in this game, they're able to bring down the quarterback, and I got a feeling this won't be the last time.
So on 4th down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. This brought him out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the 1st round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll find his tight end, that's Troutman. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
A run now with McLaughlin. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw is Nix. That one caught Devon Vele. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. On the ground, McLaughlin. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
Man, that's just tough on an offense, Mike. I mean, you work so hard to get in position to take the lead. It just doesn't work out.
The Cardinals offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Jones. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A give, running right, it's Connor. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. On 2nd down, Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. They go play action for Murray. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That ball caught, it's Zay Jones. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Gonna work Connor in the middle here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. A throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals are out to an early 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Adrian Taylor Demerson on the tackle. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. This one to the tight end, Troutman. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's Nix to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end Ingram. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. A run here. It's McLaughlin. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
On 1st down, the drive begins with Connor. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Murray. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Murray. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. Down to the 10. And he'll be taken down.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Now Murray. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Again, it's Murray. Good blocking, and he's in. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Arizona. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals are out to a 10-0 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. And now it's third down. Throwing is Nix. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Denver. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now after the touchdown, Lutt's going to send this one away. Jones now on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That's complete his big target, McBride. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. This is a give to Connor, running right. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing Murray. Now he takes off. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
That's caught by Harrison right side. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. To throw is Murray. This pass is caught by Greg Dortch. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks, but a solid pickup on that first down play. Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Murray on 3rd down. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals add on to their lead. So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. That's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1. Throwing, Nix. He'll find his tight end, that's Troutman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll get this complete to Trent Sherfield. On 2nd down, it's Nix. A throw on the move is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Nix now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it on in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. To return is Greg Dortch. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cards offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On play action, Murray. That's caught by McBride. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Connor. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
On 1st down, Murray. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
We'll try and run for this with Connor. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough, and they convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. This is caught at the 2. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Murray will throw. And he's in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. Extra point now by Ryland. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will open up a 6-point lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The rookie, Bo Nix, and the Broncos offense getting set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Play action now. It's Nix. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the 1st down. They send Sutton in motion. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to throw is Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
So many of these young rookie quarterbacks, they come into difficult situations. We see it year in and year out. They don't have a lot of veteran pieces around them. Maybe their weapons aren't great, but I don't think that's the case for Bo Nix.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. It's Sean Murphy-Bunting on the tackle. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. They'll throw. It's Nix. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll go play action with Nix. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This will be from 47 yards. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Broncos will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And he'll power it, push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun, Murray. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On the give, this is Connor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll go again here to Connor. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Broncos offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He connects with Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Nix. Here's a screen from McLaughlin. And the Broncos are going to be set up. First and goal, he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. A gain of 11 there, and a first down. Here's Nix to throw. This one caught just past the pylon. Evan Ingram, touchdown Broncos.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Jones now on the return. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. Murray now on second down. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really...
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
On third down, here's a run by Connor. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's Blake Gillikin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Taking off, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day. It was a terrific first half for the rookie first-round pick, Bo Nix. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. On the ground, McLaughlin. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide. Well, that is a fitting end to this drive. Nothing works. He loses yardage on third down, and here comes fourth down.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that third down play call going, and now after going backwards, it's going to bring up fourth down.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. Greg Dortch deep to return. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down. From the gun, it's Murray. That ball caught, it's Zay Jones. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. On second down, here's a run with Connor. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. Here's Murray. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Murray now to throw on first down. That is caught at the 3. And the Cardinals are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line. On the ground, it's the tight end. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Murray looking to throw to the goal line and in. McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now Ryland for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cardinals go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That one intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development that they saw when he signed there as an undrafted free agent. And he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given. And now he's creating turnovers for this unit.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's...
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack. And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun it's Nix. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A run now with McLaughlin. Has an opening, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. 3rd and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Devon Vele. Touchdown, Denver. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So now after the touchdown, Lutt's going to send this one away. Jones now on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Murray keeping it himself. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
That's caught by Harrison right side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Play action now. It's Murray. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Connor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Off the play fake, here's Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, And next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Connor's got the first down and more. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They get 21 on that one. It's an Arizona first down. Now, Murray on the bootleg. He's going to keep it himself. A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. The Broncos have it. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back, and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. On 2nd down, it's Nix. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
That sack almost became a game-altering play now for this defense. Now, while it didn't exactly happen, they're at the point now where if they can force a punt, think about the field position they'll be able to give their offense when they take the field.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Nix. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Dortch now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Running here is Connor, and he'll get forward for a couple. Alex Singleton there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Murray will throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Here's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, here's Stidham. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He locates the big tight end, DeGuara. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Operating from the gun is Brissett. He finds his man. It's Dortch. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
They'll go again with Benson. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Brissett. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here, back to the 6.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
He'll find his tight end, that's Troutman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Stidham. He locates his receiver, that's Perry. Huge catch and run, they finally get him down, but there's a flag. Not sure if this one's going to stand. On 3rd down, it's Stidham. And that is incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
This is fielded well short of midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cards offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. On 2nd down, it's Benson. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Brissett gonna throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's gonna go down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer. So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Around a shotgun, it's Stidham. That's caught. It's the rookie 4th rounder, Troy Franklin. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Stidham. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is Darius Robinson, the rookie, in there for the sack.
Both sides now going back and forth, trading blows. After a nice pickup and a handful of yards, the defense responds with a big sack. Now brings up 3rd and medium, and let's see if they decide to go back on the ground or keep it in the air.
And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it, and they say it's 4th and inches. The Broncos bringing out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
A run out of the gun with Benson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 16-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run here. It's Carter. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Benson. And he will score. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So a big play coming here for the Cardinals, who will go for 2. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This is going to be taken in at the 3, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. A carry here for Estimate. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up fourth down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
We're about ready now for the punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This one, returnable. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Cardinals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A give. Here's Benson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. They'll try and run here with Benson. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down. The Cardinals lining up for a punt as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one to the tight end, Trotman. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. To throw, it's Stidham. Got a man, that's Sherfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A play fake now. Stidham. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it's going to be third down. They'll try to throw again. Here's Stidham. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. That one complete to A.T. Perry. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Throwing again. Stidham. He's going to carry that ball loosely, and it is out. And that was thick. No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. It is 2nd down and 5. Here's Stidham. Deep ball downfield for Sherfield. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermine before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals. They finish the preseason on an up note, and now they'll have a couple of weeks to get ready for the season opener coming in September. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. We'll see you September 5th. In Kansas City, the Chiefs and the Ravens in the season opener. Can't wait. Until then, enjoy the rest of your evening.